Hey guys, welcome back to Any Last Words. I'm Joe, and tonight we're making a return to Ithaca, if you will.
Oh, totally.
My first guest tonight is Devon Saunders of Ithaca and wifey of Jay Saunders of Ithaca. How are you doing?
I'm great. But October is my absolute favorite month of all things Halloween. So I'm doing great.
Great. You guys have like totally blown up since the last time I had Jay on.
Yeah, yeah. I know it's been incredible. It is so much fun sharing something with people that are excited about it. It's just nothing like it.
So, is anything new developed in this recent journey with Ithaca?
Well, Jay is very, very actively writing for season two, which that's awesome.
Yeah.
So been getting to take a sneak peek at that, and I am just beyond excited. Like the places that we're going to get to go, um, in many respects of that term.
Well, I know he was talking about a couple places he's wanting to go shoot for because of where he's from.
Right, exactly. So I know one of our locations that we are super excited about is in Bali. So there's a lot of it since there's a lot of Balinese mythology that's in the story. Like actually getting to take that on location to make it super authentic is going to be incredible. So super
That's
excited
so
about that.
cool. How long do you guys project you're going to take to make this one? Because I know the first season of Ithaca took a really long time. Not that that's a bad thing. That worked great.
Yeah, I mean, and of course, that was never anything like we necessarily intended. It just was kind of what life handed us, and it really actually worked in our benefit for a lot of different reasons. But no, we don't intend for it to take quite as long to make season two.
That could be a nice place to live. Bali, come
Yeah, I mean,
on.
hey, I'm okay taking the time it needs while we're there for sure. But
Anything for the film, man.
oh yeah, I know, call it.
So are you going to be in the next season of Ithaca? Is your baby going to be in Ithaca? I'm sure
Well,
not a baby
I
anymore.
I certainly know that I will be. I can't say too much.
Okay.
Obviously, we don't want to release too much information about it. But let's just say, like, I think that it's absolutely going to explain a lot. That is just kind of left to the imagination. It really in season one, but take it probably hopefully to a whole new level that people aren't expecting.
Okay. You guys expecting? Sorry, I'm kind of mumbling because I keep hearing myself. Um,
Yeah, echo. I'm sorry.
no, it's not you. It's me. It is. It's always me. But we just go with the flow. So,
Yes.
um, is there going to be a bigger cast for the second season, or would that be spoiling anything?
No, there definitely will be a bigger cast.
Okay, okay. I'm super excited. It's like I've seen Jay on my friend CW show. I've got him on quite a few things. I'm like, holy crap. Like this is just
Yeah.
really popping now. I love it.
Yeah, it's very exciting, and we've actually earned our first few wreaths, our laurels, which is super exciting. And of course, now I say that, and then now I can't remember what they were specifically. But I mean, we have them. That's exciting, and that
It
was
is.
super official. Like, oh hey, we've got those little wreaths on there now. That looks pretty good.
Do you, I mean, I, blah, blah, blah. Do you know if the film style will be the same, or do you think it'll be kind of changed up this next season?
While. Well, we want to. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of that we want to keep true to, which I think is why it has the fan base that it does. Is a lot of the way that it's shot. But there's definitely going to be dialogue, which of course that will be new for our story, which will be exciting. But yeah, it's definitely going to be hopefully keeping that same vibe, that same feel that you get, but being able to take that into, just bigger production.
Okay. Okay. That's what I liked about Ithaca is that they were small episodes, but even though they didn't have any dialogue, just the scene itself, the feel, the acting, the whole, I guess, presence of what was going on was enough.
Right.
And it's really powerful to not have to have dialogue in anything and still get it across.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that is that's something that we want to be able to keep, that element of just, being able to emote that emotion without having to say too many things, like letting the actions and the emotions speak more than the words have to try to explain what's happening.
Yeah.
So definitely want to keep that. That's absolutely sure.
Well, I'm totally if there is dialogue, because if it was that great without dialogue, and now there's going to be some dialogue, it's going to be like, whoa.
Yay! I know. We're definitely looking forward to it.
Do you guys expect to have a season 3 after season 2? Are you kind of taking it one step at a time?
Well, we're taking it one step at a time. I know conceptually we have up to season 4 technically right now. So yeah, like this is something that we hope to keep carrying out and growing larger and longer.
Yeah. Do you guys have are you guys running a like an Indiegogo or one of those GoFundMe?
We have not. We've discussed, it's just, like with the temperature of the climate, trying to figure it out and everything with COVID, with more people looking for streaming and just for so many reasons. It's a very different environment to try to figure out how to promote a mini series, but also since ours is so unique for that so many reasons, also just being a mini series, there are avenues for that, but it's not anything that's been I don't know, that big. We're kind of like in a new territory, like this is not the normal thing to try to get out there. So we're just trying to navigate and see what's trending and how to how do we do this? So maybe there will at some point, I'm sure, be some sort of funding that we'll do for it. How exactly, I'm not really sure, but it is exciting, the attention that we're getting from some big names. So hopefully they'll have a few more avenues for us that we'll be able to explore.
Absolutely. I'm so excited for you guys.
We're pretty psyched too.
So, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no. Nothing.
Oh.
Waiting for your next question.
Nothing. No, I was going to say, besides Ithaca, you are an actress. You've been in other films as well.
Yeah, I have. This is, Jay and I met on set. We were cast opposite as romantic leads from each other, and a little shout out Justin Timpane at Ninjas vs. Vampires movie. And so it was an indie feature film, and from there, the rest is history. It was God, I think we were just thinking about this the other day. It was a little over 10 years ago now.
Wow. That's crazy.
And yeah, it was at the audition, and it was our first reading, for the audition that we read, hey, you two, we're going to put you together.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Every time. I'm sorry. I forgot to plug this in, and it was going to die, and I was trying to be smooth about it, but there's nothing smooth about Joe.
Hey, I'm literally the same thing.
I am the biggest klutz, and I am a walking blonde moment.
Oh, I know. My family most of my life has been I think your hair's the wrong color. You must be blonde at heart, Devon.
Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed right now.
Oh, don't be embarrassed. Do not. Please. I'm the last, Jay will tell you, I'm the last person to be embarrassed in front of. Please.
Oh my gosh. But going back to what you were talking about before I rudely interrupted you, you guys met and you were opposites in a film, and you guys actually just had an anniversary the other day.
We did, yeah. We celebrated our 6-year wedding anniversary just on Monday. Yeah, so just a couple of days ago.
That's awesome.
Did I just say 6?
I think you did, yeah.
7. Okay, yeah. Never mind. 7-year anniversary. Wow.
He didn't hear that.
If you're watching, honey, whoopsies.
It's like knock over the camera real quick. Like, what?
I'm on Eastern time. I'll tell you, like, my brain usually shuts off at about 10 p.m. So this is going to be a real candid interview if we get any deeper. But yeah, I've been acting since 2007. I think was my first indie feature, and right before that, it was because I caught the bug doing. I was just an extra on State of Play with Russell Crowe and Ben Affleck and Rachel McAdams. There were a lot of fun people in it, but they were shooting in DC, and I got selected to be Ben Affleck's secretary in the film, and kind of from there, I caught the bug, and always wanted to be somehow involved in film, and kind of took off from there.
Very cool. Was Ben Affleck tall or short?
Extremely tall. And I was sitting down when he came into the room. So they had me like sitting like already like at this like, desk, and it was some old building in DC that felt super legit. Like I think it was supposed to be kind of like, I don't know if it's supposed to be the White House or whatever, but like he comes in and I'm just trying to make myself at home, they put the little headset on me and everything, and I'm like, all right, I'm the secretary, and all of a sudden I just see like there's this tall person or whatever that's like right at the edge of the desk, and I look and there he is. He's like 6'4" or something. Like he's
really
super tall. So I wasn't expecting that. And like
I'm always just curious because like Tom Cruise, they put him on stuff to make him taller, and he's like really. I think he's shorter than me.
Yeah, he's apparently pretty short, but like but not Ben Affleck. Nope, he's like a giant. He's so tall. Like I'm a pretty tall actor in film for female. I'm like 5'8". Okay. So sometimes they have to do the opposite of Tom Cruise with me, and they like shorten me.
They're like, can you hunch down a little bit?
Or cast the opposite, like super tall guys. But that's also something that's so funny. Actually, Jay is shorter than I am. But like it was the perfect setup for the characters that we were playing in the movie that we met doing. So it actually really, really worked out. I think I was dating him for a good 3 months before someone had even mentioned, like, they were like, so is it weird when you cuddle since he's like shorter than you?
What?
And I was like, he's shorter than me? Like I didn't even notice at all. Because to me, Jay's always the tallest man in the room. Like, I don't know.
Sometimes it's your presence and not your physical appearance.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Like he's a presence. That is for sure. So yeah, fell for that immediately.
Aw. But that was just my silly celebrity question.
Yeah, that's right, then.
Oh, so what kind of films do you do normally?
Well, I mean, like living in DC, you get a mixed bag. There's a lot of paid work if you just like are just trying to like live off of it. You can do that a whole lot more than I think people know you can, just because you're right near DC, and there's a lot of industrial training films for like the government and all sorts of stuff. But so I do mostly commercials in the more recent years. But I've for indie films, they're typically horrors.
Okay.
That's just number one, like my passion. And number two, just what it seems that more people are interested in making out here.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Actually, I got a question for you. This is
yes.
from Morgan. Devon, what is your dream role to play?
Hey, Morgan. Wow, that is hard. I think I used to be excited about being kind of an ingenue sort of a role in a film before, but I don't know. It's like, and not that I'm like old, but like, you know, like the older I get, now that I'm a mom and whatnot, like I'm more interested in the sort of the more character actor roles, or like, I don't know, just like the moms. I look at their roles a little bit more and stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. That could be really fun to play. But I don't know, like, I think it would be really cool to be in something that it's like that becomes like one of those, like, I don't know, modern day classic kind of horror films, since I love horror. Like, I don't know, like a Jamie Lee Curtis and kind of how she got her start in, you know, like in Halloween, or I don't know, like that. I feel like that would be huge, because
So you want to be a scream queen.
Like if I'm a scream queen, for sure, like that would be awesome. Like, sure, like more serious things, or like completely in the opposite direction, something like ridiculous and funny, because I really, literally, Joe, I'm not even kidding you, I am a huge klutz, and like if I could just take that on the road and make some money with it,
right? I'd be so rich.
Yes. So Morgan, I don't know. Honestly, there's a mixed bag, but either a scream queen or like just some like ridiculous female Jim Carrey kind of insanity sort of something. I don't know. Something like that. Probably.
Like an Ace Ventura.
Like an Ace Ventura, yeah. Like, who's this crazy chick?
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Do you have any other films that you're going to be doing any other time soon between the next season of Ithaca?
It's entirely possible. However, at the moment, there's nothing I can name officially, but yes, that is possible. It's always a possibility.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing for Halloween this year? We're in pissing distance.
I know. Okay, so yeah, we're totally being terrible people. No, we're taking our child trick-or-treating. It's her favorite, it's all of our favorite holiday. Yeah. So we're going trick-or-treating. Obviously you're gonna keep like social distance, and we'll probably like douse all of her candy in sanitizer before we let her eat it. Like,
I don't see why you can't. It's like going to the grocery store.
No,
you're wearing a costume, like a mask.
Why would you not? Anyway, so we're going to be the Addams family, and this was actually Jaden's pick. This was what she decided she wanted. She wanted to be Wednesday Addams, so we're like, we'll do Morticia and Gomez. Perfect! Aww. So we can't wait. I'm so excited about it.
Oh, take lots of pictures.
Oh, we'll definitely take lots of pictures. I'm so proud of the fact that, like, each Halloween since her very first one, I think we've picked pretty solid, like, family, like, you know, characters. Like, her very first one was, well, let's see, two out of three of us cross-dressed. We did Stranger Things for her very first Halloween, and she was, oh my God, of course I'm going to forget his name now. This super cute kid with the, like, he wears the cap and
with the curly hair.
Curly hair. Yeah. So Jaden was him. I was the mom. I was who's upset all the time. Of course, I can't even remember names right now.
Winona Ryder.
Winona Ryder's character.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I played her, and then Jay was 11, and his head was shaved at the time, so it was like perfect.
Dustin. You said Dustin.
Yeah. Huh.
Tim says it's Dustin.
Oh, Dustin. Yes, Tim. Thank you. That's right. Dustin. So yeah.
Actually, Tim's going on next.
Yeah. So I can't remember. I think we did Vikings or something like that the next year from the Viking show.
Oh, really?
That we loved.
Dang.
And then what did we do last year? I don't know. It's been pretty solid. Lots of nice pictures.
Do you guys like decorate your house too, or you just dress up and go?
We do decorate our house. Absolutely. That's like, I get so excited about it too. Like as soon as my birthday is the end of August, so it's August 21st. And like literally after my birthday is over, that's when I start decorating for Halloween.
Nice.
It's like, it's too early. It's not even September yet. Like, what are you doing? But I just can't, I can't help myself.
I love it. I got late. I barely finished yesterday.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, because there's a lot of stuff in the rafters in the garage. I can't get up there because I'm too little. So my boyfriend gets the ladder from his work, and he'll go up there and get it for me. But I've been waiting. I've been asking him, and I have all this stuff that I made. I don't like setting things out in pieces. I want to see everything that I have, and then set it out at once.
That is great. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, no, I've been one of those like decorate here and there, just so it's like, I don't know, like sporadic. Since I start so early, so that Jay is not like all of a sudden like, like it's August, Devin. What's wrong with you?
Do you guys do a regular Christmas tree or a black Christmas tree?
We do. No, we do a regular Christmas tree. Although I was actually looking at black Christmas trees this year because I thought that would be a whole lot of fun. So that's entirely possible to get into that. What do you do? Do you do a black Christmas tree?
No, my stupid boyfriend makes me buy real trees.
They smell good.
I have to plant them in the yard.
I had fake trees growing up, but then since I've been an adult, I started getting real trees, and there's something about the smell of it and all of that. Wow.
I get the wax cubes.
Oh yeah, I mean, yep, that works too. That works.
That's what I keep telling my boyfriend. I'm like, we can save the forest and just buy wax cubes.
Yeah, that makes
and a plastic tree.
You get the really good, or like the candles. If you get the big. The big
overly expensive
candles, whatever. Yeah, like you can find cheap ones at like craft stores. They have ridiculous deals on those big old candles. They smell just the same.
Oh yeah, like Hobby Lobby. You get the little 40% coupon, and you go in just to buy the one candle.
Hobby Lobby, that is a dangerous place for me.
Oh my lord,
dangerous.
Morgan, bloop, Christmas.
Yeah, which of course now it's Christmas madness already everywhere.
That starts in July.
I had to run over. Did you know today's National Chocolate Day?
I did not.
Excuse to eat chocolate. I'm always down. So I go over to Target so I can splurge on some chocolate ice cream and whatnot, Ben and Jerry's. And it's Christmas stuff everywhere. Like decorations, everything already. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I was there yesterday. Just kidding.
I know, it's quickly in your face.
Yeah, like immediately. And Jay was joking with me because I came home with matching Christmas pajamas, which the racks, it was like a whole wall of family matching Christmas pajamas, like all different styles. I couldn't help myself. And he was like, oh no, Devin, we're not one of those families. Please don't do that.
My boyfriend kind of looked at me sideways because I have a big pipple and she's dumb, but she's so cool and sweet and she's snuggly and just dorky. And I wanted to get her this little piggy onesie for Christmas.
Oh, I love it.
But he's like, why? Why would you do that to our animal? She's so cute, and I could get a piggy one too.
Exactly. Yeah. It already been rated too. Like a lot of like the good stuff was already gone. I'm like, what the heck? Like people must have waited in line for them to put this up or something, and then rated it for all the like good sizes of things. But
I can see that absolutely. Yeah. Like they're the low level Black Friday people.
Yeah,
like that's what they live for every year.
Oh yeah, like they're like, I will be the first when Target puts up Christmas. I will be there.
You're like, I gotta get up early. I gotta get that double espresso going in me. It's gonna be a long day.
I'm not gonna lie though, this year I feel like it was kind of like that with the Halloween stuff. As soon as it went up, like I will get the good things before they're gone.
I was surprised Walmart actually had cool stuff this year.
Yeah,
like where I'm at, like this skull thingy. I got that at Walmart for like $20.
Oh my gosh!
And it lights
I
up and
should show
everything.
you. I found it at Michael's, and Jaden found this. She picked it out. It was like in a hiding set. Hold on. It's worth it. Hold on.
Okay.
Look at these dice.
What? Are they wooden?
They're dice, but there's skulls, like for the numbers or whatever. But like,
I want those.
how cool is this?
At
like,
Hobby Lobby?
No, it was a Michael's.
Oh, I have Michael's here.
You guys have Michael's there? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Michael's thing. But like, I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna keep these out all year. Like, this is so cool.
That is awesome.
I want to like look up games to play with dice now. Like,
yeah.
You play with dice. I want to play with the skulls.
Oh, I love it. Let's see. Morgan says Costco is selling an 8-foot spider for $200. What?
Wow, an 8-foot spider?
Yeah.
I love Costco.
That's like a Ben Affleck in a third.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I actually love spiders. I'm one of those weird. I think if I was anything else in my life, like another life, I would be, what do they call it? An entomologist.
Oh, okay.
Study
spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Spiders. Yeah.
Well, darling, we were coming up on our time here. If you guys haven't caught Ithaca yet, there's the link in the description so you can guys go check out the miniseries. And the second season is going to be in process soon.
Subscribe to our channel, and then you can stay updated on all the fun things.
Awesome. Do you have any last words for our guest, darling?
No. Oh my gosh. I thank you so much, I guess, just for having me on, Joe, and just taking the time. And you are super fun, and I hope we get to talk more soon.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming on, and
of course,
more good luck to you guys. I mean, you guys don't need it, but Jesus.
We'll take all of the luck. Bring it on.
Well, thank you, darling. I'm going to have you guys on again for sure when the second season comes out.
Yeah, definitely. Please. And anything fun in between. We'll keep you posted.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. All right. Have a good night, darling.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys. That was Devon Saunders of Ithaca. Again, you guys check in the description below, and there's a link that takes you to the YouTube page, and you can check out all the episodes there. And our next guest is Ben and Tim from upcoming project called Seasons. Let's get them on here. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Awesome. How are you doing?
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, you?
Yep.
Okay. Yes.
Perfect.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it. I'm excited. I was reading about your guys' project coming up. You guys have a lot of big names on there.
Yeah.
A lot, and we're super proud. And it's one of those things where when we first discussed even doing the project, Ben gave me the script, and I'd already heard certain people. Just by reading the script, I'm like, you know what? That I hear Reggie Bannister in this one. I hear Lynn Lowry in this one. I see Lisa Wilcox in this one. And sure enough, Ben was like, yeah, that's exactly who I wrote it for. So we made sure that those three in particular, pretty much the roles were written for them. So the fact that we got them to agree to do this and sign them on is just a dream come true, really. And then we're like, okay, well, who else can we get? And who else can we get? And we just kept thinking outside the box a little bit and try to hit every genre and sub-genre. Like there's some shot on video people like James L. Edwards and Sasha Graham from the Tempe video days, and then we have Jeremy London for Mallrats, which is a completely different genre, and then we have Sean C. Phillips, who's a YouTube guy. That's what he's
awesome.
Most known. He's great. I love him. And and then we had Nightmare on Elm Street people. We've got three of them. I mean, that's insane. It's surreal.
Yeah. So,
awesome. I'm super
can
excited.
you guys tell us? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, to go off of Tim, I'm super excited to work with all these guys, so and gals in the horror world. So it was really a honor to have them so excited to be part of the project.
I'm excited to see this. Like I said, you guys got a big list of like big names. So,
Yeah.
so can you guys tell us a little bit of the plot of Seasons?
Yeah, it's so it's like an anthology movie, sort of like, you know, based on my love for Creepshow and Tales from the Dark Side and those kind of things. So I wanted to write something that was in that kind of vein, and I was trying to think of some kind of gimmick to go along with it. I didn't want to just throw four stories together that didn't have any kind of connection. So then I thought that it would be kind of cool to maybe make a short film based off of each season, a horror film, and then put it through like you know, a grandmother is going to be telling these stories to her granddaughter, and and you know, each one is represents something about, you know, fall, spring, summer, and winter, and that's basically the whole thing. So
And I like to say, like over and over again, and I'll continue to say this until the movie comes out. It's the perfect blend. I mean, the script. I mean, even the cast that we mentioned, every single one of them, like they love the script. They absolutely love their roles, and they just love the whole story altogether. But I think it's the perfect blend of you know, camp and gore and fun and seriousness. I mean, it's just a perfect mix. You know, you might have a little bit more gore in one particular segment than the other, but then the other one will be a lot more fun. I mean, again, it's just the perfect blend. It really is. And so far, everybody, even people in subsoil films, like in you know, the back end of this, they all love the script as well. Everybody who's seen the script so far is just in awe of it. And we got to get this thing, you know, out there for everybody because we're so excited about this.
Absolutely. You guys are in the funding stage still right now.
Correct.
And I have the link in the description below. So if you guys want to go check it out after the show, and you're interested in sponsoring the film, I always lose the word for that.
Yeah, just
sponsor
contributing,
the film,
really.
I guess. Yeah, contributing. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. Really, really do, Joe. And the thing is that, you know, you can get your name attached to this film. Anybody who, you know, there's certain perks in particular that not just the producer perks, but if you donate any more than $25, we'll give you a special thanks. Your name will be in the credits in this film with Reggie Bannister, Lynn Lowry, Jeremy London, Lisa Wilcox, you know, and so on and so on and so on. I mean, that's insane, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's the great thing about indie horror is that there are a lot of actors that have been in bigger things that are more than happy to go and help with indie horror.
Correct.
Just because they want to keep going in horror. They don't care if it's a big name or not. And the cool thing about the crowdsourcing is that even though you're not in the movie, you're still a part of that project. You're still a part of a bigger group of things. And we're keeping this, sorry, I'm losing myself because I keep hearing myself.
That's always fun.
Right?
Don't you just love hearing yourself? Oh, I love it.
That's why I like to talk to other people.
No, yeah. No, but you're right though, and you know, the main thing is that you know, even Felissa Rose is another one that we forgot to mention. That she came on much later, but we had her in mind for a couple different roles, and for whatever reason, we managed to get her. And again, it's surreal. It's an honor to have these people, and what it comes down to, Joe, is that, you know, they're willing to do this. You know, they're willing to do these smaller films, but they got to love the script. They got to love the you know, the story, the role that they're playing too. It's not all about money to these people. I mean, you know, some of these people are getting paid good, and then some of these people are not, you know, because they love the project and they want to be a part of this ensemble, you know, because there's really no massive roles in this, because it's what, 4 different segments plus a wraparound. So there's not real one long, you know, lead role. Yeah. So to get these people to do that, it wasn't as tricky as I thought it would be. You know, they just all, again, fell in love with the script. And thanks to Ben for that, because he not only is going to direct it, he wrote it. So.
That's awesome. I have a question for you guys. Sure. Ron says, I'm curious, do you guys get names attached, then work on the money aspect for it?
Okay, well, this one in particular, I guess that's how it worked. Was it part of the plan? I mean, sure. We decided that the three names that Ben had mentioned in the beginning to me, we felt that they would help with that. And then I decided, you know what, let's just keep going with this and get as many names attached as possible.
It doesn't
Because
hurt.
again, exactly, because we're not relying solely on the crowdfunding, but the crowdfunding we're hoping will play a decent role in this,
Oh, yeah.
and hopefully we can get a good chunk out of that, but we're not solely relying on that. So, but definitely getting the names out there early and getting everybody signed on to begin with, it helps just the whole process because we can work around their schedules. We can know what their schedules are much earlier than last minute, or having to, battle with these people's schedules to get them into the project at the last minute. It's a lot easier to get them on board quick, and we got them signed too. So it's not like they're just gonna all of a sudden vanish. Like these people have agreed and written and in contract.
Committed to it.
Yeah, they're committed. So
Okay. Okay. What do you think was the hardest part about getting to this point? As far as like writing, recruiting people, the crowdsourcing, was there any like really heavy bump in the road that caught you up for a little bit?
I don't know. The writing came pretty easy for me. I just kind of, like I said, I thought of a gimmick, and then I thought what would be interesting for each one of these stories, and I actually wrote this thing pretty quick after that, like after I came up with it. And then, I shopped it around a little bit, and then I found Tim, and we both just agreed on a lot of the different dynamics that were going to go into the movie itself and a lot of the cast. And then Tim, I had spoken to a couple of the actors already, and they were interested. And then, I just kind of handed it all off to Tim, and he's been like a rock star with the whole like talking to them and getting the cast involved. So I owe all that to him for sure.
well, thank you, Ben. That's nice of you to say. Yeah. But listen, it's one of those things where Subsoil Films is something that I recently started a few months ago, like maybe 5 or 6 months ago, and I was looking to find writers to write my concepts for me because I'm not a screenwriter whatsoever, but I have a bazillion concepts. So I managed to talk to some people and say, you know what, if you write something for me, I'll produce something of yours. And that's how we'll just have this massive library. But Ben's case was something different because he's already not just seasons, but he's got a slew of amazing scripts. He does. He's already got films that, that I've read and I love. And not only that, I mean, his short films are what sold me on the fact that I know that he can direct. I mean, I knew he could write just by reading his scripts, but his short films, ASL and The Dissolving Man, absolutely just amazing. Everybody who I know who's seen it just loves it. So we know that we can trust him to do this, make an amazing movie out of this. But, it's one of those things where he had the script already. So Ben is going to be writing something for me as well, but he already had this ready. And I'm like, you know what, let's do this. And crazy of me because it's, 4 different seasons and it's, 4 completely different locations, and it's going to be a little tricky, but at the same time, due to his crew, his DP and line producer and everybody else that he has, I think we can pull it off easily. And just again, the cast, they love it. They want to be a part of it, and making sure that so far everybody who's come into the project, whether it be cast, crew, whatever, we're all on the same page, which is great, and it just makes things easy. So the biggest bump in the road, I don't really think we've hit it yet. I mean, other than the fact that I thought with this cast we'd do a lot better with crowdfunding, by now, but again, there's still 45 days left in our campaign. We did a 60-day campaign instead of a 30-day, and also we did manage to raise over $6,000 in the first 2 weeks already, which is very nice, and I appreciate that from everybody. But yeah, it's one of those things where Subsoil has a couple other people behind the scenes with me, and one of them is Brandon E. Brooks, and he's just phenomenal. He also helped with a couple of the cast members that he had in his pocket. That just made it so much easier to get them onto this project, including Brooke Thies and Reggie Bannister and I believe one more. But anyway, he's been phenomenal behind the scenes and making sure that this project gets off the ground. I just had to mention his name too.
He's gonna be like, you didn't say my name.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thanks a lot. Oh, we got some comments. Just saw Resolving Man. Hell yeah,
Resolving
this guy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's the guy from Arkansas. He's one of my good friends actually, and he managed to. I guess I put it up. I had a watch party in our Facebook group for Seasons, and I threw in as like I threw it in there. I threw in Dissolving Man ASL because I wanted people to know what Ben's done. Because Ben's done some stuff, but again, no one's really. I want to make sure that people that are following this can see that no, this guy knows what he's doing. And take a look at these guys. I'm super proud of Ben's work, so I want everybody else to see it. So yeah, and Anthony, he saw that and he just literally he won't stop talking about it to me. So thank you.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget because I'm blonde.
It's great.
Very much. I just the whole thing really comes from just my long lasting love for horror that I've had ever since I was a little kid, like many of us. But also I just really love being part of the horror community. And I just feel like I like to make things that I know that my fellow horror friends will enjoy as well. I'm not necessarily trying to reinvent the wheel, but I just kind of feel like a lot of modern horror movies aren't as fun, and maybe it's a nostalgic thing or something, I don't know, but I like to make movies that kind of bring back that fun feeling that I used to have when I'd watch stuff. So that's always been my kind of aim for the stuff that I make. I'm not really looking to be super scary. I'm just more looking to be very fun and entertaining, and that's kind of my main goal.
There's nothing wrong with that. That sounds good to me. What is your favorite scary movie?
Of all time? I mean, I have so many. I guess I just really, really love Dawn of the Dead, 1978.
Okay.
I just love it so much. It's probably, I mean, I'm interchangeable with my favorites from time to time, but I mean, I love Nightmare. I love Gremlins. Those are the kind of movies that I really relate to the most, as far as just, kind of thrilling and silly and fun and campy. That's just the kind of stuff I love the most. So
yeah,
What
my
about
top.
you, Tim?
I have a top 5. I don't have a top 1. And my here's the reason why though. It never changes. The top 5 may the top 1 may interchange, but the 5 stays the same. And it's
Okay.
Return of Living Dead, The Video Dead, Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, Fortress, 1985. It was an Australian film that was on HBO back in the day. And what was the other one? Black Roses. That's those are my top 5. They interchange all the time. Love Black Roses.
Yeah,
So
I've never heard of that one.
It had a 3D box art cover, VHS cover. It was it was
if you push the button, yeah,
3D, and you push a button, and there was music. It was so good.
Well, join the Seasons Facebook group, and we're going to be doing a Black Roses watch party soon. I think Friday night. So check it out.
Awesome.
Okay. No, I think I'm already attached to the group or whatever.
I think you are too. Yep.
Yeah.
But anybody else who wants to watch Black Roses with us, come on.
You guys heard that? Yeah, I want to know what that is. I've never heard of that. That's the first I've ever heard of that.
Hard rock, heavy metal from the 80s. I mean, pretty much with monsters, and it's just fantastic. Yeah.
Okay. So an acid trip without the acid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
With some devilish, some Satanism in there. Yeah.
Okay.
It was capitalizing on the satanic panic of the 80s.
Yes.
Really?
Exactly.
Wow, I'm really surprised I've never heard of it.
Yeah. It's good. Good movie.
It's a Black Roses is amazing.
Billy Clinton.
Thank you, Billy.
Feels so left out now.
Billy, I actually
did the makeup on Dissolving Man. That guy right there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's awesome.
What what is this one? 70s.D is my
Day of the
thing.
Dead.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Dawn
I
of
was
the
like,
Dead. Dawn of the Dead.
what?
Sorry. Dawn of the Dead.
I was like, Debbie Does Dallas. What's this?
It's another good
I
film.
don't know. So is Subsoil Films, is
Yes.
that going to be all horror genre
Yes.
or is it going to be mixed?
No, it's well, primarily. I mean, for now. I mean, I have so many horror films that I need to get made. Brandon Brooks is writing one for me that he's also going to direct. I also have one that Jeff Burr was interested in directing. And Jeff Burr did Leatherface 3. He also did Puppet Master 4 and 5 and a bunch of other films. Whisper to a Scream. And that's called Jaker's Island. Well, working title anyway. And then Brandon's working on one called Shits and Giggles with the exclamation point for eyes, so that we didn't. I don't know, just to make it easier. But yeah, no, we have tons and tons and tons of films that we're planning on doing. But Seasons is the first. Seasons is the flagship. It's the one that's gonna because again, we're most excited about this particular script, and we know that we have the right people, right cast to actually make something amazing. And expect though that we will do the same thing with the cast on all the films, meaning getting the people that that love the script and want to be a part of it versus spending extra money on a name that doesn't really care. Like, we want these films to actually, and this is Subsoil saying, like, we want these people to use this film or these films to actually get their next better job or their next big gig. I mean, that's the whole premise of this. Like Eric Freeman from Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. He's in this as well. And I can't believe I forgot to mention him. Geez, Garbage Day, that guy.
He's been like, thanks, man. You almost forgot
exactly.
me. I see how that is.
Well, he's in the dark. He's off social media. So, I mean, he won't see this, thank God. But yeah, no, he's got a role that literally, if he pulls this off, it's really going to show what he can do and get him a better job the next time around. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of thing that we got going on.
Okay. Now, are you guys done filling all your roles, or do you still have a few more that you're waiting on?
Basically all the kids,
Okay.
all the teenage roles and the kids. That's really what we're working on right now. But again, it's one of those things between COVID and trying to figure out how and when we're going to shoot and figuring out exactly how much money we're going to have to play with. It determines a lot of different things on when precisely we're shooting. Are we going to shoot multiple segments back to back? Obviously, we're not going to shoot the whole thing at once,
Right.
But it's just it's a when and where, because we're going to be filming in Massachusetts, so can't be doing a summer scene in January on a beach, so it's just one of those things. But no, we aim, our goal is to have this thing finished and ready to go out for Halloween next year. That's the plan for this film.
Okay. Do you guys have a set idea how you might present it to everybody, like video on demand? Will it be a physical copy, both?
Everything. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're offering. I mean, we're probably, I mean, until that happens, yeah, we're going to be self-distributing it. I mean, we're going to have the digital version, but also even in our Indiegogo, I mean, people have already purchased the DVD Blu-ray combos and the special edition DVDs, and maybe actually there's a lot of perks we haven't even put out there yet. That's the thing we're doing with our Indiegogo, is that we've been spreading things out. Even with the cast announcements, we were doing them like one a day. Like, we're trying to keep things fresh. There's still a lot of perks we haven't even unleashed, and there might be a VHS perk in there too.
Ooh,
so
that's coming back too. I like that.
And horror people are, that's the thing about the horror community. I love them so much. They're collectors. They really are. And Ben and I have talked about this a million times. We agree, that these are the things that, yeah, they will sell. I mean, especially if we do them in limited quantities as well, and make them a real collectible.
Right. I would buy a VHS copy of my own movie. For sure.
Of course.
Right? You have to have one of your own movie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is cool. Are you guys planning on continuing seasons after this one is done, or are you going to wait how it goes?
Well, obviously we have to wait how it goes. I mean, but apparently, Ben, you want to add to this?
I mean, like Tim said, we'll see how it goes. But I mean, there's millions of ideas that you can throw out there for horror flicks for different seasons, and different temperatures and whatever, like it's unlimited possibilities for stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean sequels even or even spin-offs, or whatever. Yeah.
Absolutely. I feel
Or
like
the
there's a
next
few-
holiday, like we had Easter last year. Easter
Right.
this year is gonna be nuts.
Yeah.
I like that it's different holidays because it's so crazy because I was just talking to somebody about this a couple days ago, about how there's not a lot of really good Christmas movies and there's really not a lot of like regular horror day horror movies.
Yes. I know what you mean.
Like there's like one like Thanksgiving and that's really it.
Yeah, there's not many
Yeah.
Thanksgiving holiday movies. Yeah, unless you count the Thanksgiving trailer that Eli Roth did like 13 years ago. That was pretty funny.
That trailer was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
The trailer was, yeah.
love it. Yeah.
Oh,
Look,
Ron said, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, no, somebody commented, I can't wait for the Arbor Day horror film called Bloody Stump.
That sounds interesting.
It sounds clever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Write it up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What were you going to say?
No, I was just gonna say, listen, Christmas, I guess, would probably be the one that has the most attempts at horror
Mhm.
films. I mean, even there's a lot of even Indiegogo campaigns, past and present that are I guess Axmas 2, and then
Yeah.
Destiny's film is also a Christmas
Mhm.
slasher, right? And
Yeah.
so hopefully they pull it off and do something awesome with it, and I'm glad to see that Destiny hit her goal for the crowdfunding campaign. That was cool, good for her.
I love her
Um,
face. She's so cute.
But yeah, it's nice to see all these indie different campaigns as well for these indie films. Either getting damn close or hitting their goal or going past their goal.
Hell yeah.
A lot of them, and it's really nice. There's a real sense of community, even and especially on Facebook, but also on Instagram and Twitter. I'm noticing since I'm doing this that there are a lot, and yet it's a community. I mean, even not as fans, but as creators. I mean, there's a massive community, and it's really nice. Like Morgan, who was in there earlier in the chat, he's got one coming out too, Wicked Jack, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I'm pumped up for that because he's a fantastic graphic designer first and foremost, but secondly,
Yeah, it looks dope.
yeah, he's got a great concept as well, and I really hope that he gets the money he needs to pull off that as well. So, and he's been sharing our stuff too, and it's good stuff.
Nice. Have you guys, by any chance, checked out this new app, platform, whatever you want to call it? It's called Slasher.
No.
It's fairly new. I just got introduced to it a few days ago. Basically, it's like Facebook and Instagram for only horror.
Interesting.
So it's all filmmakers on there, podcasters, artists, fans, and it was so weird because I got it the first day and I did nothing. And I went back and I had like 45 people that friend requested me.
No way.
Just because we're all into horror. Like
Yeah,
everybody wants to be friends with everybody.
No,
That's cool.
that is awesome. Yeah, I mean, I noticed
Mm-hmm.
that with social media in general. Like, there's a lot of the community's massive. It's massive. But there's some people who do Instagram that won't do Twitter. Some Twitter people won't do Facebook, and vice versa, and so on. But yeah, that sounds very interesting.
It
You
is.
bet.
I'm starting to share it to everybody now in horror. I'm like,
Check that
hey,
out.
check out this app, Slasher.
Yeah,
It's
that
weird.
could-
It's got mixed stuff on there too. You can get horror news. There's like a dating app section to it. Like it's got everything. It's really weird, but it's cool at the same
That is
time.
cool. Yeah, no, that's interesting. I'm definitely have to check that out after this.
So
Yeah.
if you want to
Yeah.
find a fun guy or Google to go out with, there's a little dating section you guys should check out.
That's awesome.
Oh my goodness. Well, guys, we're coming up here to the end a little bit.
Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you guys. I am so excited. I want to see this. It sounds so interesting and so cool. And the cast sounds amazing. The idea sounds amazing. So, do you guys have any last words?
I thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it. And the movie's going to be really fun. So, I look forward to making it, and I look forward to you seeing it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start doing some cast interviews to get people introduced to our cast members, obviously, and give a little background for some of the cast members, especially that don't that aren't you're not so familiar with. Like I'm gonna be doing interviewing James L. Edwards soon, but tomorrow night I'm gonna be interviewing Sasha Graham on our channel, on our YouTube channel, and our Facebook groups and everything else. Because we use StreamYard too. I'm just very familiar with that, and
Thank God, I didn't want to have to explain it again.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I deal with it all the time. But yeah, I mean, and you do Twitch, right? You do Twitch. I mean, I do Periscope instead. So I do Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope.
Okay.
So that hits the Twitter people. And yeah, I'm going to be doing that. And then we have Jackie Kelly, who's going to be in Red Tide. I'm going to be interviewing her next week. And Jeremy London next week. So that'll be interesting as well, because I guess Mallrats 2 is happening. So
I heard.
yeah,
I was so excited.
and he's attached, so we got to hurry up and get this film made before Kevin Smith starts.
Yes.
Making that film. So, but yeah, no, that'll be interesting. But listen, Joe, thank you so much. I watched your show, a few times before, and I heard of you through the Indie Brigade. Actually, no, I mean, Brad Sykes. That interview. See, I'm familiar with Brad Sykes, so I watched your show for the first time with him and his wife. And that was an awesome interview, and I get to learn a lot more about Brad and his wife through that, and it was great to hear. So you do a great job, and I really appreciate it. Thanks for having us on.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming and share with everybody. I am super excited, and I wish you guys the best of luck. I hope you guys get all the funding and more.
Thank you.
And the link is in the description again, guys. If you're interested in going and checking that out, you know how it goes. Show some love.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you guys so much. I want to have you guys on again when you guys are done with this shit.
Oh yeah. We will be.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and have a great evening.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, okay, guys. I'm gonna take these off so I can hear myself and not keep stopping. Well, you guys, I hope you guys had a good time. I did. Yeah, go check out Ithaca, the miniseries. The link's in the description. You guys go over there and check out Seasons. That sounds like that's going to be fucking amazing. I'm super excited to see it. And I hope you guys are too. And yeah, what's today? It's Wednesday. You guys check me out for Girls Gore and Gin tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on Facebook and YouTube Live. We're going to have Tino Zamora of Amityville in the Hood. And that's going to be a good time because Tino's my boy. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and commenting and interacting. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe. Tell your mama, tell your grandma, tell your friends. I love you guys so much. And you guys have a great evening.